Good morning. So this morning we're going to do a really feel-good flow and open up the hips a lot. So if you've been sitting a lot, relaxing on the couch, especially after sheltering from the hurricane, your body might be really tight and tense. So we're going to try to work out some of that tightness and tension that you might be holding in your hips and just have a nice feel-good flow this morning. All right, so let's get started laying down on our backs. And I'm hoping Ricky doesn't come and lick me to death while I'm laying here. All right, let's extend the legs nice and long and arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Allow the feet to fall open and close the eyes. Beginning our practice in Shavasana, just to check in with ourselves. Notice your thoughts right now. If your mind is racing, hang on to one of those thoughts and ask yourself if it is necessary or maybe it no longer serves you and you just want to let that thought go away. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale it out. And we'll continue deepening our breath here, allowing our body to relax. Let's inhale together through the nose. Exhale nice and slowly, contracting your abdominals, the core, trying to empty all the way out before you take your next breath in through the nose, allowing the chest to rise, and exhale it all out. Continue to breathe deep, deep breaths. Notice your feet. Allow them to just fall open, relaxing the arches of your feet. Relax the glutes and the shoulders. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it all out. Soften the jaw. In your practice this morning, tune into your body. Notice any areas of tightness, tension. And maybe think about why that area is so tight. If it's anxiety or stress that's causing that tightness. Or maybe a way that you're sitting or sitting too long. Just turning inward this morning. And begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a full body stretch, reaching the arms long behind you and point the toes, sorry. And bend the knees and roll over onto one side until you come up to a seated position. Sorry, Ricky. Sitting up nice and tall. Sit, sit. This is Ricky. And try to get your sit bones connected evenly down to the mat. And draw the low belly in. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders down. And let's inhale, reach both arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart, drawing the low belly in. Inhale, reaching the arms out and all the way up. Maybe take your gaze up. And exhale, draw the hands to heart. And last one, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release it all out. Relaxing the face. And we're going to take a nice gentle twist here, not forcing it. Take your left hand on the outside of your right knee. And then take your right hand and place it behind you. And you can stay right here. First, drawing that low belly in. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. My hand's on Ricky. And exhale, twist to the back. So you want to lift your chest up and then open up from the chest and not twist from the low back. So if you find yourself rounding your back, having trouble sitting here, just don't twist. Maybe just put your arms in opposite directions. Exhale, release out of that. Let's slowly walk the hands out forward. Relaxing the elbows down if that's accessible to you. And press into the fingertips, sending your hips back towards the mat. Try to keep your sit bones connected. And slowly walk the hands in, sitting back up, and let's crisscross, awkward way. Sukhasana, or crisscross applesauce. Let's take the right hand this time on the outside of the left knee. The left hand comes behind you. First, sitting up nice and tall, big inhale. And then exhale, maybe take your gaze to the back as you open your chest up. Just a very gentle twist. Notice your spinal alignment, trying to lengthen through the crown of the head. And then exhale, release out of that and slowly walk your hands forward. Relaxing down. Notice if this side is a little bit harder for your sit bones to stay connected down to the mat. One more big breath in. And exhale, release out of that. Walking your hands in. And let's swing the legs around, coming into tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists and hips are stacked over the knees. And we'll go through a few rounds of cat and cow, waking up the spine a little bit more. Inhale, drop the belly and take your gaze up. And if it feels good, maybe shift forward slightly. Exhale, round the spine, really pressing the mat away, drawing the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, drop the belly for cow pose. And exhale, round it all out. Draw your belly button up as high as it can go, engaging your core. Inhale, dropping the belly back down. Tilting your chin up. And exhale, round it out. And find a neutral tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips up, and step to the top of your mat. However you want to get there. So bring the toes to touch and have a space between the heels. And the knees have a nice soft bend in them. Just hanging here. If you'd like to grab opposite elbows, that might help you so you can release the neck. Just rounding the spine over your thighs here. And then slowly roll it all the way up to standing. Releasing the arms, reach into the sky. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, standing here in Tadasana at the top of our mat, feeling nice and grounded and rooted. As if you are a tree, your feet are rooted down into the ground. The top of your body is nice and loose and relaxed. It's often the opposite. We're usually very tense up top. And we want to switch that around. Maintain this feeling or this thought of being rooted and grounded this morning. Grounded in what your goals are, what your purpose is, not anyone else's. And staying rooted in what you want to do, what changes you want to make. And when you're ready, let's slowly reach the arms to the sky. Inhale, reaching up. Bring the palms to touch. And exhale, reach the arms out as you send the hips back. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, releasing the neck. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen through the spine and draw the shoulders back. Exhale, bend the knees and let's send the right leg back, dropping the knee down, coming into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Squaring the hips off. Now the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Your arms aren't super tight right now. It's okay if your elbows are bent, nice and soft. The front knee is right on top of that ankle. And if your shoulders bother you, bring your hands to heart and completely release any of that tension. Squeezing the inner thighs towards each other for stability. And then exhale, release it down. We're going to send the left foot back to tabletop. We're going to swing that right leg out. Coming into gate pose. Now parallel that right foot, turning the toes forward. Your hips are still stacked over that left knee. And slowly walk the hands in, lifting the chest up, rising up. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring the right arm over that right leg, and we're just going to gently tilt over to the right. Feeling a side stretch and open the chest up, maybe drawing that left hand back. Inhale, rising back up, walk the hands out forward, nice and far. We're coming into a puppy pose, but with our leg out. So you may stay right here, or if you'd like to melt the chest down, maybe melt the forehead down. A really deep stretch in the shoulders, the underarms, that right inner thigh might be getting a good stretch right now. And then walk the hands in, lifting the head up. And let's bring that right leg back into tabletop position. Shift the hips forward, take your gaze forward, and exhale, chaturanga, lower all the way down. Bring the feet out wide. Come out wide onto fingertips, and inhale, lift the chest up for cobra. Draw the shoulders back, tilt the chin up. Exhale down, place the hands next to your sides, tuck the toes, and we'll lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. We took a long way getting into downward facing dog this morning. Alright, so let's shoot back out into a high plank, making sure we have the right distance for our downward facing dog. So coming out to high plank, stack your shoulders over your wrists and your heels back. And now lift the hips up and back. Nice soft bend in the knees. Draw those elbows down. And now let's bend the knees and make your way to the top of the mat, however many steps it takes, it doesn't matter. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's keep on going. Other side. Inhale, reaching up. Ooh, the sun's coming up. And exhale, dive it forward. Release the neck. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, sending the left leg back. Dropping that knee down. And rising up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Remembering all those modifications and options, such as bringing your hands to your heart. If your shoulders are tight, or if it just doesn't feel good having your hands in the sky. Remember, we're wanting to release tension this morning, not create it. Feel nice and grounded in that right heel and that back foot, pressing the top of the foot down into the mat. Exhale, leaning forward, plant the hands down and send that right leg back into tabletop position. We're going to come into gate pose on the other side, so extend the left leg out nice and long, parallel the foot, and slowly rise it up. Bringing your hands to your hips, feeling, I'm going to turn so I can face you guys. So that right hip is over the right knee. And inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, extend that left arm down the left leg. And reaching over with that right arm. Reaching through those fingertips. Feeling some space created in your ribs here. Maybe you take your gaze up. And then exhale, rise it up. And we're going to walk the hands out forward, coming out as far as you want to go. And when you're ready, inhale through the nose. And exhale, melt the chest down. Maybe relax the forehead down. Breathing into that tension, that tightness, allowing your exhales to let you go deeper. And release. One more breath in here. Exhale it out. And slowly walk the hands in. Lifting up, and we're going to send the left leg back around into tabletop position. Shifting the hips forward. Take your gaze forward and squeeze those elbows into your sides. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering all the way down. Option to do cobra again with fingers out wide, or keep your hands next to your sides. Roll the shoulders back, and inhale, press all the way up into upward facing dog. Engage that low belly, helping you to lift up a little bit higher, not dumping into your low back, and then maybe tilt your chin up. Exhale, drop the knees down out wide, toes touch, and send the hips back for child's pose. Relaxing here. Finding some release. And slowly lift the chest up. And coming into your comfortable seated position, facing forward. And Sukhasana, crisscross applesauce. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Take your gaze up. And exhale, hands to heart. Pausing here. Notice how your body feels right now. Not setting any expectations, just checking in and noticing where your thoughts are. And then coming back to that thought or feeling of being completely rooted today or forever in your purpose. Feeling grounded. We can be adaptable. We can adjust and go with the flow with things that come our way, absolutely. But we're grounded in our purpose and what truly provides us happiness. What improves our outlook. And extending that happiness and joy to others around us. Today, check in with yourself as you make any food choices or want to exercise, any of that. Come back to your purpose, your why, your motivators. Do good things for your body so you can stay rooted. Fuel your body with good antioxidant-rich foods that are going to energize your cells from the inside out. Do some good movement for your body throughout the day, even just small little things. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. The light in me honors the light, the love, beauty, joy, and peace in each of you. Namaste.